Don Vito.
Hey, George, how you doing today, my friend?
My voice this week.
Your voice is weak. Well, you better get it in shape for Friday night. You got to perform here at the Egg.
We boiled the egg last time we were there.
Well, what are you going to do with it then this time? Crack it open?
I guess we'll have to fry this thing.
I guess that you can do that because I've seen your show, and let me tell you, it gets hot at times. It gets real hot.
I don't understand. They got a rock venue and they call it the Egg.
Because the building's shaped like an egg.
Oh, man. It just sounds so fragile to me. You're playing at the Egg. I'm like, oh, man, I don't know about that.
Well, let me tell you something, George. As far as I'm concerned, that's the best venue around for a show. There's not a bad seat in the place. The acoustics are great, and I love going there for a show myself, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Well, then it's going to be the most fantastic thing you've ever seen or heard. Tell me a little bit, who you got with you in the band this time around?
We got Jeff Beck on guitar. We got Ringo Starr on drums, and Bill Wyman on bass.
Nice.
You know, usual setup.
Who you got singing? You got any chicks singing backup vocals?
Nah, man. Chicks don't want anything to do with us. Wait a minute. Backup vocals for the Destroyers music? Women backup vocals? Someone's going to sing a backup vocal to I Drink Alone?
Sure. Why not?
This backup vocal thing, I think, is getting a little out of hand here. I went to see McCartney play. He had no women backup singers.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what else I'm not nuts about? All these bands that come out and they got horns with them. Yeah.
I said, what in the world do the Rolling Stones need with a horn section and lady singers singing "Get Off My Cloud"?
You've got it right with the band that you got. Just pure rock and roll. That's what we like to hear.
Well, I'm just saying, not every band's like that. Certain styles having backup singers, it belongs there, like with Ray Charles or Van Morrison or something like that. But there's some bands that are just straight from the shoulder, heavy duty, rowdy rock bands like the Stones. I think they do it because it looks good or it's in vogue or something like that. I love to go up and say, "Hey, Mick, why you get back up? Mick, you can't sing. You're not supposed to sing." You know? It's like asking Clint Eastwood, say, "Clint, you're not supposed to act. You're a movie star, not an actor." You know? Yeah. So I was always trying to figure out why everybody's doing that. I just saw Willie Nelson, and he had a guy on bass. Willie played the guitar. His sister played the piano. And he had a guy that played a drum. Not a drum set, a drum.
Just one drum.
It was fantastic. It was great. So, sometimes you get too much stuff as happening up there. It's like, no, we ain't going to have any backup singers. We have the audience singing along with us. What do we need a backup singer for?
Well, I mean, when you were naming all these other great people you got playing along with you, I was just, thinking maybe you had some of these great backups, some of these great backup singers that are out there that...
I don't know of any.
Well, I was thinking about somebody like Mary Clayton that used to do a lot of backup singing with people like Leon Russell and Joe Cocker and folks like that. So, George, what do you got on the set list for everybody here in Albany? Or do you want to just surprise them?
Well, what do you want to hear?
Well, with the band you got, I thought maybe Ringo could do some Yellow Submarine, and maybe Jeff Beck could do a couple of the songs he did way back when with Rod Stewart, maybe Going Down or something like that. And, of course, Bill Wyman. How about, what you could play with Bill Wyman is Can't You Hear Me Knocking, great Stones song. But seriously, I'd like to hear some things like maybe One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer. I like Bad to the Bone. I like Move It On Over. I like all your hits. I like American Made. Basically anything you're going to play is going to sound good.
Okay, good. Then we got it. Do you play American Made on your radio show?
I do.
Good. I have been trying since 2003 to get American Made up off the ground.
You have? Why?
Yeah.
That's a great song.
If there's two songs that ultimately define what our band is about, it's the song Rock Party and the song American Made. Those are the two songs that are ultimate, definitive Destroyers songs that define what we are all about.
Well, you know what, George? As soon as we're done talking, I'm going to play American Made on the radio so the folks can hear it and get a little taste of what they're going to hear at the Egg this Friday night.
Well, now we got it covered.
Okay, just to remind you folks one more time, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Friday night at the Egg. There are tickets still available. It's a show you don't want to miss. Thank you, George, for calling in, spending some time with me on the air today.
Don Vito, someday that they may never come, I may owe you a favor.
All right, my friend. You have a great day.
All right. And rock and roll never sleeps. It just passes out.